So for exercise number 17 Euler field, item number 2, we are going to draw the ellipsoid here and also the vector field describing the evolution of omega r. For that, I'm going to execute the Python code here to generate the Euler field OBJ file. With this file, we are going to see it three-dimensionally in a web application. So I'm gonna reach the site here and attach the OBJ file created. So we have this our ellipsoid here. In red we see the x-axis, and in green we see the y-axis and the z-axis in the blue axis here. And these vector fields are showing us that around the x-axis we have a stable rotation movement here. Around the z-axis we have also a stable rotation movement here, but around the y-axis we don't have a stable movement here. The vector lines are showing in fact an unstable movement of rotation. So for the next item number 3, we are simulation with a Runge-Kutta method to avail with a given initial condition and drawing the corresponding trajectory on the ellipsoid. So I'm going back to the code and I'm uncommenting the part of the code which does this, and I'm re-executing to regenerate the file again, and coming back to the image here, I'm going to attach the new file created, and we will see this curve right here on the surface of our ellipsoid, which is essentially the movement of perception happening around the x-axis. That's because we gave to our initial condition proportionally a high amount of rotation movement around the y-axis. So compared to 4, we have a relatively high value of a rotation in our y-axis. So this creates the movement of precession right here. For the next item number 4, we are going to change one more time the initial condition and see what happens. So I will comment this part of the code and I will uncomment the next part and re-execute the code. And going back to our figure, now we see that in fact a change of rotation between the y-axis, positive y-axis and negative y-axis. So in fact this is the Janibekov effect. So the object is turning around the y-axis positive for a certain time, and then he suddenly changed his orientation towards the negative y-axis, and then he comes back to the positive axis.